Hey yo man, what's good YouTube? Showbar Running Money man, and I'm back again with another YouTube video man. So man, this is an update on my 5K phase 2 account man. So as you guys may remember, 9 days ago I did post this video right here. You understand? I did post that video that I passed phase 1 in 3 days. You know what I mean? And I wanna speak about the psychology behind that. You know what I mean? As a trader who went through crazy losing streaks for the past few months. You understand? Passing phase 1 was kind of crazy for me. Okay, it was kind of not crazy, but then passing it that quick was kind of crazy for me. In which I was not intending to pass the challenge very quick. You know what I mean? But then what that did to my psychology for phase 2, it kind of messed everything up. You know what I mean? Because I passed phase 1 and I thought, I passed phase 1 in 3 days, you feel me? And I thought I can also just skip through phase 2 easy just like that. You know what I mean? In which I could have done that, but then, my psychology was not intact. You understand? It was not intact. So on Wednesday I did pass my phase 1 and got my phase 2 account login details. You know what I mean? So yeah man, I got the phase 2 login details on Wednesday. Then I traded on Thursday. Which was my first trade of the phase 2 account, right? And I took a loss in which I stepped away from the market, you know what I mean? And that's part of following my plan, you know what I mean? And then on Friday too, I also took a loss. But then here's where the problem basically comes in, right? On Friday, I take a loss, right? And then I see another trading opportunity, right? And then I enter again, right? So as soon as I enter again, I see price starts going against my analysis, basically. Price was not respecting setup. You know what I mean? Alright, cool. I over risk again and enter again. You know what I mean? In an already losing trade, by the way. You understand? So I enter again in an already losing trade. So that's over risking. That's revenge trading too. You know what I mean? That's revenge trading too, bro. So ultimately on Friday I was able, on Friday, right? On Friday I did trade, and then I think I was down around about 4% on Friday. I was down 4%, you know what I mean? Then I almost breached the account on Friday. Right? Alright, cool. And then I was able to enter again through another revenge trade, which I was not supposed to take, right? And then I was now down 2% for the week, and that was on Friday, right? And then on Monday it's a new week. See a trading opportunity, I take another loss, right? After taking that loss, I say to myself, you know what? Let me just enter a trade. Let me just enter, right? And then try to recover this loss, and then I'll start properly the next day on break even, right? It did not go as planned, bro. It was revenge trade after revenge trade after revenge trade. I think that was even a time where I took 16 trades. I'm gonna put it up in the video right here. And that was the time where I even took 16 trades in a single day, bro. You know what I mean? So I think you guys get the psychology of, I think you guys get the idea of my psychology behind all of this, bro. Behind trading phase 2, you know what I mean? So yes, I did breach my phase 2 account. You know what I mean? I did breach my phase 2 account, and I don't know, but then yeah, I did breach my phase 2 account. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed in myself because I was not following my plan. You feel me? I traded phase 1 properly. You know what I mean? Traded phase 1 properly, and everything was seeing beautiful trades. You feel me? no revenge trading, no nothing, you feel me? But then phase 2, the psychology that I approached with it, right, was that I passed phase 1 in 3 days. I can probably pass phase 2 in the same way or even lesser, so I can get my funded account and start trading my funded account. You understand? So that was the problem with actually passing phase 1 in 3 days. You know what I mean? Especially after I came from a very bad losing streak. A very, very, very bad losing streak. You understand? So yeah, my psychology was not like super intact. You know what I mean? As approaching the phase 2. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we all gonna try again. You know what I mean? As I said in the previous video, in the previous 2 videos, I think, you feel me, that we all gonna keep trying again and again and again and again and again. You feel me? We all gonna keep trying again. And this is just basically like a lesson. You know what I mean? It's basically like a lesson that if I break my rules, I'm gonna I'm gonna pay the market, right? So basically, I see it this way, right? Every time I break my rules, I pay money to the market. You know what I mean? Every time I break my trading rules, I pay money to the market. So yeah, man, this was a hefty prize, bro. Crazy prize, bro, to pay. You know what I mean? But then I do understand, for the way I was trading was, you know what I mean? It was basically not according to my plan, not according to anything. It was just off of impulse, off of FOMO. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, every time I break a trading rule, I pay. Every time I break a trading rule, I pay. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we are gonna try and follow our trading plan. You feel me? And yeah, man, chances are we are gonna get another 5K GFT account, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and then we are gonna be continuing the series. You know what I mean? We are gonna be continuing the series, you feel me? Then yeah, man, it's your boy Ronnie Money, man. And yeah, man, we out.